Hi guys, welcome to this video, and in this video we're going to take a look at 5 mental health hacks that can possibly help you throughout your day. Look guys, we're all developers and we know that things can be a little bit difficult. It's especially difficult to stay focused and stay on track, and sometimes we have that horrible feeling that we haven't done enough. Well, let's try to get rid of those pain points and let's try to have 5 simple points that help us get us at least to where we want to be. Alright guys, so hit that subscribe button, hit that ding dong bell, give us a big thumbs up, and let's get on with the video. So the first mental health hack is don't suffer in silence. This is a really big one. Now that we have the current pandemic, now that we currently have more isolation, it can get more quiet and more isolated, and our mindsets just become very numbed to that. But what we really need is that communication. What we really need is to talk and to communicate to others, especially during these times. So the way you can do that is join developer communities on Facebook, and Avelx also has its own community on Discord, so go ahead and join that, link in the description down below, where we can all talk and communicate together. And I think that it's so important, but also it is important to stay focused on your communication, not just Facebook messaging and chats, more like focusing on chatting with developers and chatting with people who are in the development community. Workspace, have a nice surroundings, lay things out very nicely and just tidy everything up. If you've got tons of paper everywhere and you've got tons of things everywhere, it clutters your mind, it really does. Clean it. Make your books and your tablet look presentable. Make it look like you want to get and go on that setup and your workspace. Make it look as clean and as clear as possible, nice and tidy. The next one is eating good food. We all kind of struggle with this one, but what I do is I purposefully buy really nice food, prep that food, and then I know that I can instantly get to that good food. Okay, and good food can still taste really nice. I chop everything up dead finely, fresh, clean food. And the thing is, that stops me because I've got loads of local businesses like McDonald's and so forth that I can just get in my car and go and grab something. So it's really tempting. But I know that innately our nature is a little bit lazier than that. And if I have something to grab just straight out of the fridge that's super healthy and I like the taste of, then it really will clear up your mind. And that really does get rid of a lot of brain fog. Trust me, I did one yesterday. I went down to the drive-thru. I had a Big Mac, a Big McFlurry, and I was again extremely unproductive, and it wasn't worth bothering with. It really does, when you're eating all those carbs, drains your energy. Don't do it. The fourth thing is stretching and exercising. So number one, we know that, you don't want to do a full gymming session whilst you're working and programming, but we need to get away from the screen, right? If there's a problem, spin around in your chair. That's a great one. I love spinning around in the chair. And also, you can do some lovely, do some of that, stretch. And the one that really cracks your back is the one where you feel like you're holding on to 2 rowing boats and your 2 shoulders behind you, shoulder blades, and what you do is like that, and you just bring it around and it cracks all that back. Get it nice and stretched. I bet you want to stretch now. That will definitely help you, it just feels, hear that crack? Yeah. Also, fun few little exercises could be not very heavy dumbbells, some dumbbells. Maybe, as we're now working from home, have a little yoga space set up for you. We've all got that spare bedroom that's doing absolutely nothing. Why not just set up a nice little yoga space in there? It doesn't cost a lot of money. You have a nice little mat and you can go ahead and do, yoga or stretching or maybe do, a few little weights or whatever it is. But that genuinely relaxes you, and I don't think we spend enough time actually doing things like that. And of course, I'm obviously going to promote education and learning as the last little hack for you guys. So what's really important about taking those additional courses, and don't get me wrong, they don't have to be programming courses, but ideally they should be focused around what you're doing, because the more knowledge, the less suffering you really have to do. When you have to set up systems, when you have time and free time, and you feel like reading something, read and study about what you're doing in your daily life. That way it will actually get rid of a lot of suffering, get rid of, I'm on a tight deadline and I have no clue what this API does. I don't know how to fix this particular issue. It can be a very daunting task, very negative, very draining, and you know you've got to push through it, and you will, but at the same time, by the time it comes to your activities later on, you have no regard or interest for it, or maybe it just absorbs all of that time. We've all been there. And the whole point is, when you do that code, when you are struggling, that is the time to say, I've got a weakness in my learning. And you may not be able to do it right now, but a very quick tip, write it down. What is it that you're really struggling with? Is it learning how APIs work in general, learning a specific API? How can you learn multiple APIs as fast as possible? Learning all of these things very quickly and efficiently. Learn how to teach yourself as well through those methodologies. There's even things like Computer Science Distilled. That's a book that I'm currently reading. I'm absolutely adoring it. I love it. That is something that I would love to get through and truly understand. My computer science bit is a bit weak, so I want to just up my skill level in every aspect of my career. That is something that really will take a lot of the suffering out of this and actually bring the joy when you just already know the architecture, you already know the code, you already know how to connect, you already know how to configure, and most things are configurations. And so once you have that, then you will really start to enjoy your career. Alright guys, so thank you for watching. I hope that these 5 mental health hacks will definitely help you. Don't suffer in silence. The Discord channel link is down below. And we also have a great community that we can engage with and we can talk with. Link in the description down below. And of course, you can always engage with me on YouTube. Go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, hit the ding dong bell, and join the Avelx mailing list, where I'll be sending out more of these kinds of videos, more information, more tips and tricks and cheat sheets. Thank you very much. See you later. Thank you very much guys, and I hope you've enjoyed this video.